Today, we're diving into the recent news from Blizzard about Diablo 4's Season 8, specifically the nerfs to the boss powers mentioned in their article, Combat Deceptions in Season 8, Belial's Return. I know nerf is a scary word, but before we get all fired up, let's slow down and let's talk through this, because these changes, they might not be as bad as they sound, and there is still a lot more that we don't know. Let's start with what's actually happening. Season 8 introduces boss powers, abilities that you can earn from slaying major bosses in a new seasonal loop. They're flashy, powerful, and during the PTR, they were really strong. Maybe too strong. With the help from everybody playing on the PTR and all of the feedback that was given, the developers noticed the boss powers were starting to overshadow class abilities. Players weren't building around their class, they were building around boss skills. So Blizzard stepped in. The idea isn't to ruin fun. It's to make sure that the class identity still matters. That when you pick a rogue, a sorcerer, or a druid, or a barbarian in my case, you're not just a shell for the boss powers, but a powerful, unique force in your own right. These nerfs didn't come out of nowhere. They're based on feedback from players who tested on the Season 8 PTR. Boss powers were dominating builds, creating an imbalance that, if left unchecked, could have ruined variety and class depth. The fact that Blizzard made these changes after the PTR, that's actually a great sign. It means they're listening and iterating before they're pushing anything to the live servers. This is actually a really good adjustment. The devs want the boss powers to feel exciting, but not mandatory, not a crutch, and they're trying to strike a balance now before the launch happens. Here is where things get really important. The upcoming Campfire Chat, we're expecting more context, deeper insight into these nerfs, and maybe even additional changes that are going to balance things out. Right now, we're just seeing a slice of the Season 8 pie. What if class skills are getting indirect buffs? What if the dungeon design or the loot drops are shifting in order to support the build flexibility? These are the kind of questions that the Campfire Chat will often answer. So don't panic yet. This is still early information. Blizzard made it very clear this season is about evolving combat, deception, and power expression. They wouldn't just gut the boss powers without a plan. Now let's just take a moment to think about your favorite season out there. Maybe it was Season 7. What made that season so great? It was meaningful choices, varied builds, and the thrill of theory crafting. Boss powers should enhance that, not dominate it. By nerfing them just enough to keep the class identity intact, Blizzard is showing a long-term commitment to balance. They want you to play a necromancer with Belial's power, not Belial's power holder who happens to be a necromancer. This kind of change might sting at first, especially if you had a dream build planned. But this sets the game up for a much healthier meta where your class choice actually matters. Now for a little bit of speculation here. What else could be coming? What if the final version of the boss powers included synergy updates with the class skills? What if the legendary aspects and uniques are getting tweaked and we haven't seen that yet to help bridge the gap? These are all of the things that Blizzard could unveil on the 24th during their Campfire Chat. We've seen them do this before. They save big changes or surprises for the Campfire Chat or the last patch preview. This season could still have huge build diversity, and that is what makes Diablo fun. So what's the final takeaway? The boss power nerfs aren't the end of the world, and they're definitely not going to be the end of fun in Season 8. What we're seeing right now is a mid-development adjustment. This was made in partner with the community feedback that we got, not against it. We still have the Campfire Chat to look forward to, and we still have more patches and previews coming. This season isn't even live yet. That means that everything is still in motion. Let me know in the comments, are you rethinking your build, holding out for more information, or are you just hyped for Belial and the deception theme? I want to hear all of it. And hey, do me a favor out there, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, maybe even hit the bell. I'll have some more recaps coming out about the Campfire Chat once we get that on the 24th. I'm live every night. I'd love it if you stopped by, said hi, theory crafted with me. Catch you on the clip side.